Take it to the club, they wanna hit it bounce, man. In the street, niggas get shit poppin'. If you lay back and chill, roll the ounce, man. Smoke it all night, high to the sky, fan.
What up, y'all? So it's the one only Profit McFly. This is my rant of the day. Before I even jump into it, I want to say happy Memorial Day to all the veterans, all the people that served or are serving in the armed forces, active duty, reserves, however you want to interpret that, guards, all y'all. Mad respect, mad love, and I appreciate you. I didn't do it yesterday because I had a dope video actually. This felt kind of clout chasey. I'm not posting shit for hashtags against the wishes of some members of Play. Just post shit because I feel like it. So it's Tuesday morning. Got this weird summer rain shit going on right now. Kind of enjoy it. Compared to the yearly blizzards, it's pretty pleasant actually. So today's rant, I do want to talk about veterans. Now, I'm not one, so I can't speak from a veteran's perspective, but as a person who is a civilian, I can speak on how I see other civilians use their names, use their honor or glory for their own personal benefit, and then ignore them. I follow and friends with a lot of charitable organizations or accounts that just do charity for and charitable work for the homeless population, and that word is so weird. Like, if you're a student and you just got a refund for your housing, if you can't get an apartment right now, are you homeless? I don't know. Anyway, that's not what I mean though. What I mean to discuss is something a lot more serious, and that is, it's not homelessness as a whole. What I mean to discuss is a little bit more serious, and it's about the percentage of that population who are veterans, who are dealing with things that people sent to war deal with, like PTSD, like addictions, like other types of traumas and mental health issues from being a government-sanctioned killer, and the ramifications of that. What they all stated yesterday as they dealt with these homeless populations is that a surprisingly large amount of these people were veterans. People are rushing back to work, and we haven't even tested regular populations, not even let alone the homeless. People are claiming this is all a hoax and it doesn't matter, but like that one pastor said, until they open up the governor's mansion and the White House for touring, don't believe the hype. I'm convinced that essential means disposable or indisposable. And unfortunately, people who fall into those groups tend to be people of color for some weird reason. I don't know. Speaking of weird historical facts that make everything in this country related to the trauma from slavery that we don't talk about, or traumas, Memorial Day was started by African Americans, not your government. Not those Confederate flag waving motherfuckers who are actually being disrespectful to all the soldiers. So if you see someone with a Confederate flag today, from now on, and you enjoyed yesterday, you respect what the soldiers do, rip that flag down. Call the police on them. They are breaking the law. I think you can even call the feds and the FBI. People need to read the flag code. Half that shit that happens at the football games is technically illegal. If soldiers weren't doing it, it couldn't and shouldn't be done. But that's neither here or there. Like I was saying, Memorial Day was actually started 18-something, post-Civil War. So there were mass graves. The Confederate soldiers dumped a whole bunch of Union soldiers, black people, whatever, that fought against them into massive graves. So, slaves are free. They remember that mass grave. And this might have been the story of the first cookout. I don't know. That's a bad joke. But what happens is they dig the mass grave up and bury each soldier individually, honoring him, give him the respect that he deserves. That's the history of Memorial Day. That's where it started from. Had a different name back then, but same day. It's where we are today, or yesterday. Beautiful fact that I think should be part of regular history. It probably won't be, because that involves discussions about slavery, and maybe teachers have to be involved in discussions about soldiers today that they don't have to necessarily want to deal with. Fortunately, I'm gonna have this discussion with y'all. you think I'm right, you think I'm wrong, you think I'm still chasing hashtags, or just have something important to add to this conversation, go ahead and drop a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Scroll up or down, and there's like a video of the last battle, not the Jagged Edge one. I'm not really a big fan of all the R&B verses. The only R&B one I watched was Erica and Jill Scott. You can argue that was a straight soul music. But the Beanie Man Bounty Killer, that one's on my YouTube. So I'll let you guys know, it's one only Profit McFly. It's my rant of the day. Remember, it's always playtime.
If you lay back and chill, roll the house, man. Smoke it all night, high to the sky, fan. Hear the bass gon' drop, shorty gon' ride, shorty giving time. She say we on top, cause we so high, the bass gon' drop.
Head back to the club like who drinking, I'm buying. Shorty like, so I'm like fine. She's about a dime and I'm about to grind. So you know it's about that time. I'm like head to the telly, shorty like, so you know it's about that time.